Hello students, this is a new chapter that is single entry system. Now what is single entry system is only the one books of accounts are recorded. That the principle in the single entry system, the businessman does not follow any uniform system or scientific principles, and records are maintained are mostly incomplete. Okay, that is why it is called as incomplete system of recording. Complete system means every debit must have credit, so it is recorded in both the side. If it is recorded in only one side, then it is called a single entry system. Okay, double entry system is based and designed for the perfect maintenance of accounts of all kinds of business organization through specific rules and procedure. In contrast to this, single entry system is that practice which falls short and follow any uniform system or scientific principles, and records are maintained are mostly incomplete. The double effect of every transaction is ignored. In this case, the double effect is ignored. Okay, they don't take the double effect in this transactions. That is why it is called as a single entry system. That is why it is also called as incomplete system of recording, where only the incomplete, suppose I will give you an example. Furniture purchased. The entry will be furniture account entered to cash account, but you show in the furniture as account as furniture purchased, but you don't show in the cash that cash has gone out. So if both are recorded in both the books, if it is recorded, then it is if both the books are recorded, then it is considered as double entry system. If it is recorded in only one book, then we call it as single entry system. Now there are types of single entry system. They are pure single entry system, multiple single entry system, pure single, simple single entry, and quasi single entry system. Under the system, only the ledger is maintained. In the ledger, only the personal account of debtors and creditors are kept. Okay, the personal account of debtors are kept for the purpose of maintaining the amount due from the debtors, and personal account of creditors are kept to ascertain the amount due to the creditors. So only here the personal account of only two persons are recorded, that is debtors and creditors. The reason is to know how much money is due from them and how much money is due from us, to know that the only two personal accounts are maintained. That is why it is called as only ledger accounts are maintained. Under the system, one subsidiary book called cash book and personal account of debtors and creditors are maintained. A personal account is maintained of debtors and creditors, as well as the cash book is also maintained under simple single entry system. Next is quasi single entry system. Under the system, a few subsidiary books and ledgers are maintained. The usual subsidiary book maintained are cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book, etc. These are the several subsidiary books which are maintained by to ascertain the amount. Okay, so that is subsidiary books are maintained. Subsidiary books, you know what are the subsidiary books? You have purchase book, purchase return, purchase sales book. All these are maintained. Now next we will see what are the features of single entry system. Under single entry system, accounting records kept under this system are incomplete. Incomplete records are maintained under this system. No and hard fast rules are obtained. As you know, there is no hard and fast rule for maintaining this. Next is there is no uniformity under this system as regard of recording of business transaction, because there is no rules, no principles are followed, so there is no uniformity. All accounts are kept under the systems. Generally, cash book, personal account of debtors and creditors are maintained. Next, the cash book maintained under this system usually mix up the business transaction as well as private transaction for the proprietor. There is a mix up of private and public transaction for the suppliers, so it will be a problem for the concern. Next, as full information about the business is not given by this system is an incomplete, unscientific, unsatisfactory, unreliable system of accounting. Okay, next is it is simple and economical system of accounting as it needs less number of books of account. It is usually adopted by small business concern like sole traders and partnership firm. Merits of single entry system. It is simple system of recording business transaction. It is less costly. As the system is simple and less costly, it is suitable for small concern. It is suitable for a small concern. Okay. Next is limitation. What are the limitations? Because it is incomplete, it does not show the clear picture. Both the aspects are not recorded under this system. That is one of the drawbacks. Next is under this system, the arithmetic accuracy of the books of account cannot be checked by preparing a trial balance. It gives must go for carelessness, misappropriation, and fraud. Okay, and accounts of purchases, sales, expenses, and income are not kept under this system. It is not possible to prepare trading and profit and loss account. It is not real also. Full information about the business is not available. Competitive insurance claim is difficult. Valuation of goodwill becomes difficult. It does not satisfy the legal requirement. In a case of single entry system, the income tax authorities can levy income tax arbitrary and complete as complete records are not available. Okay. Next we will go for the difference between double entry system and single entry system. Let us see the difference between these two. Under double entry system, both the aspects of each and every transactions are recorded, but under single entry system, only one aspects are being recorded. Second point, the double entry system is complete, scientific, and satisfactory, reliable system of accounting, but single entry system is incomplete system of recording. Okay, next we will see that is under double entry system, it is possible to prepare the trial balance and verify the arithmetic accuracy, but under the single entry system it is not possible to prepare because only single books are maintained, so it is very difficult to prepare the trial balance and know the arithmetic accuracy. Under double entry system, all kinds of accounts, personal, real, nominal, all accounts are kept, but under this system only personal account of debtors and creditors are kept. Under double entry system, it is possible to prepare trading and profit and loss account, but under single entry system, it is not possible to prepare profit and loss account. Okay, next, under double entry system, the balance sheet reveals the financial position of the business, but single entry system, the statement of affairs does not reveals the correct financial position. Double entry system can be adopted by all types of concern, sole trading, partnership firm, joint stock company, etc. But the single entry system is adopted only for the sole trading concern and partnership firm. Double entry system is difficult and costly, but single entry system is simple and less costly. Double entry system is accepted by all, but single entry is not accepted by all. The value of the goodwill of the business can be ascertained under double entry system because of the availability of complete records, but the value of the goodwill of the business cannot be ascertained under single entry system because of incomplete records. Okay, so go through the difference between double entry and single entry system. If you have any doubts reading this, you can clarify. Thank you.